Welcome to Vinsud YouTube podcast. Today we are going to read the Hindu newspaper on February 7th, 2023, Tuesday. Morning news. Let's start with the state's page. The first topic, drones. Tejas aircraft show Karnataka's manufacturing strength, says Modi. Double-engine government has made the state the first choice for investors, says Prime Minister, dedicating the HAL helicopter factory in Tumakuru to the nation. He accused opposition parties of spreading misinformation about company. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Monday said that the strength of Karnataka's manufacturing sector was exhibited in products ranging from drones to the Tejas fighter aircraft. Mr. Modi dedicated the Hindustan Aeronautics Limited helicopter factory in Tumakuru to the nation and lauded the talent and innovation of the state's youth. He also said that the double-engine government had made Karnataka the first choice for investors. He also laid the foundation stone for the Tumakuru Industrial Township and two Jal Jeevan projects at Tiptur and Chikkanaikanehally. He highlighted that many defense equipment such as advanced assault rifles, tanks, aircraft carriers, helicopters, fighter jets and transport aircraft are being manufactured in the country. Mr. Modi said the investment made in the aerospace sector in the past 8 or 9 years was 5 times the investment made before 2014. Mr. Modi attacked the opposition parties for spreading misinformation about HAL in the past and that propaganda to target his government in the name of HAL has failed. This factory and the rising strength of HAL has exposed those who spread falsehood and wasted the precious time of Parliament, he said. In the run up to the 2019 Lok Sabha election, the Congress had alleged that Mr. Modi was depriving HAL of the Rafale contract and was favoring the French aircraft manufacturer Dassault Aviation. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh said that the Self-Reliant India campaign is the second phase of independence as the country was moving away from dependence on foreign equipment. Moving on to the next topic. SC to ascertain if woman is detained at home to prevent contact with her same-sex partner. The Supreme Court on Monday decided to ascertain if a young woman in Kerala is being detained by her parents to avoid any contact with her same-sex partner or whether she is simply staying at home of her own free will. A bench led by Chief Justice of India D.Y. Chandrachud intervened when the partner, G. Devu, appealed to the Supreme Court. Ms. Devu said she and the other woman, both in their early 20s, were in a romantic relationship. She had moved the Kerala High Court in a habeas corpus petition. The High Court, she said in a petition filed through advocates Suram Parakat and Vishnu Shankar, instead of ordering the parents to produce their daughter in court, had directed a district legal service authority officer to visit her home to determine whether or not the woman was actually under detention. Later on, the High Court had suggested a few counseling sessions for the woman. The CJI bench stayed further proceedings before the High Court. It ordered the woman to be produced before the family court concerned on February 8. There she would interact with a senior judicial officer who is also a member of the Supreme Court E-Committee. The principal judge of the family court shall arrange for an interview of the detainee with Ms. Salina V.G. Nair, a member of the E-Committee of the Supreme Court, who is a senior judicial officer from the state of Kerala. The interview shall be arranged in consultation with the principal judge of the family court, the Supreme Court order. The senior judicial officer would not only consult the woman about her wishes but also ascertain whether she was under illegal detention. The family court judge would ensure that the statement of the woman was recorded in a fair and free manner without any coercion. A report of the meeting would be submitted in the court in a sealed cover before February 17th, the next date of hearing. Moving on to the passage. Telangana state budget proposes an outlay of Rs 12.9 lakh crore, no new taxes. The Telangana government has presented a massive Rs 12.9 lakh crore budget for the financial year 2023-24. Of the total budget, revenue expenditure is projected at Rs 12.11 lakh crore and capital expenditure at Rs 37,525 crore. The budget for the next fiscal projected the state to be revenue surplus to the tune of Rs 4,881 crore and the fiscal deficit would be Rs 38,234 crore, while the primary deficit had been pegged at Rs 15,827 crore. The budget has projected revenue receipts to the tune of Rs 12.16 lakh crore in the next fiscal, close to Rs 40,000 crore higher than the current year's revised estimates which pegged the revenue receipts at Rs 0.75 lakh crore. The revenue receipts for the current fiscal are down by around Rs 18,000 crore from Rs 0.93 lakh crore projected in the budget estimates to Rs 0.75 lakh crore in the revised estimate. Interestingly, Finance Minister T. Harish Rao presented a budget with no new taxes and that raises the revenue receipts by Rs 40,000 crore to Rs 12.16 lakh crore. The tax revenue for the next fiscal is projected at Rs 0.31 lakh crore against the Rs 0.1 lakh crore and the non-tax revenue is expected to be Rs 22,808 crore, around Rs 6,500 crore higher than the current year's Rs 15,291 crore. A major component of the budget is the new head interstate settlement under which the government is anticipating reimbursement of Rs 17,828 crore towards power dues pending from Andhra Pradesh by the central government. The state government has also made provision of Rs 6,375 crore towards waiver of farm loans up to Rs 90,000 in the next fiscal. Moving on to the passage. Kerala yet to decide on seeking nod to cull wild animals. Minister. Kerala Forest Minister Ak Sasindran has said the government remains undecided on whether to demand steps to cull wild animals to control their population in view of the increasing in man-animal conflicts in the state. The cabinet will take a call on submitting a proposal to the centre to amend the Wildlife Act 1972 after holding necessary consultations, he said, while responding to questions raised in the Assembly on Monday, pointing out that there is no finding yet that could substantiate claims of a population rise among wild animals. Mr. Sasindran said the absence of the latest wildlife census data has hampered efforts to mitigate the crisis. There has been no recent study that could ascertain which species have proliferated or have witnessed population decline. The Forest Department has embarked on a census in forest reserves to ascertain if there has been an increase in the population of wild elephants. The tiger enumeration is also underway in Wayanad, he said in response to a query on ecologist Madhav Gadgil's call to permit tiger culling and licensed hunting outside national parks. Moving on to the passage. Forest Department steps up patrolling after leopards responded at Kadiyur in Kerala. The Forest Department intensified patrolling at Palakachamala, an ecotourism hub on the borders of Kadiyur and Kellikam in Kerala's Kannur, after cameras confirmed the presence of 2 leopards. The cameras were installed in the area recently by the department after a calf belonging to a farmer was found killed by a wild animal last Thursday. Video has revealed the presence of 2 leopards. Earlier, local residents had reported the presence of leopards in multiple locations at Kadiyur and Kellikam panchayats. However, forest officials could not locate the animals. As apprehension grew among the local residents, the panchayats locked horns with the Forest Department demanding action to capture the leopards. Kadiyur Forest Range Officer Sudhir Narath said the calf was killed as it was tied quite close to the forest fringe. There is no reason for panic as of now, he added. Moving on to the passage. Sudhir AP. 3. Capital case on February 23. A division bench of the Supreme Court posted the special leave petition filed by the Andhra Pradesh government against the High Court order on the proposed 3 capitals and connected matters for further hearing to February 23. Appearing for the state, senior advocate S. Naranjan Reddy told the court on Monday that it needed to be heard urgently. Counsel for Amaravati farmers replied that notices served by the court in this regard reached them late and they needed 2 weeks to file counters.